What's up everyone, this is Ryan here. Today I'm doing a talking video on the Icy Shark M-Boat. I was really disappointed that they did not get used this year for 2026 season, but it will get used again next year in 2027, which it's definitely expected this machine being used almost a couple times, which is it's definitely expected this machine you can see because when I use this machine you can see because it does have the rechargeable thing, so that's why you can see I expect this machine. So I really hope at some point this year will still work next year in 2027 in my opinion. But I expect this thing. And this one here you can see I use almost quite a bit, you see, so you can see because you see the sets of silver, you see, so you may not expect that to be seen. I hope at some point both of these will get used next year in 2027 pool season, which I thought the scene was going to get used this year for 2026 pool season, but nope, the pool is not getting open this year, as I can say, so I hope at some point the scene will get used next year in 2027 season, because when the pool is so big, it's like it moves like well, splash of water, you can't see them like this. This one has to be getting the water to get it to work. This one doesn't matter if the water's not in it, you will not see, because you know expect this machine being used almost per time, you see, which is when you know expect something like this much, you can see with the new expect this machine. So I really hope some point it will get used next year in 2027 in my opinion, because I was really not expecting this machines being used almost per time, you see, which is well, you know expect this machines being used almost like every single time a little bit, because you know expect this machines being used almost per time, you see, which is well, you know something like this much you can see, but we don't expect this machine to be used. So it will get used again next year in 2027 in my opinion, so we don't expect this machine being used almost like a couple times, you see, which is pretty much what we expected this machine, you see, because they got used last year, but it's not getting used this year for 2026 season, which is I know I'm really disappointed about that, you see, because not only because the way the second in the machine, you see, which is definitely I expected this machine being used almost like a couple times, you see, which is definitely expected this machine, so you can see, so you know expected this machines that will be used again next year in 2027, so you know expected something like this one you can see, so the type will be used again next year in 2027.